Taylor Swift was like, I can't do anything about my ticket prices. I'm sorry, like because her tickets were so expensive for Master, like for Ticketmaster and everything.
I just come to the conclusion if I want to like keep doing like this whole raving lifestyle, I need to like move to a city that like has lower pricing and just get out of New York. Like, I think it's just better to get out of New York in general at this point. I fucking hate it here. Too expensive. I'm in my house 80% of the time. Like, what am I even doing here?
No, yeah, exactly. Like, my buddy got a job for Home Depot, and they made him move to North Carolina. But he makes a fuck ton of money, and he's living in North Carolina.
Yeah.
He's bored as shit, but like, he just plays video games all day. Like, that's what he's doing here. So
it's like, if you're really bored, right? Like, just go travel a bit, right? Like, and like, I'm already traveling, so. Is it Father's Day on Sunday? Oh my god, it is.
Wouldn't know. I don't have one.
Same.
But high five.
That shit's for the week.
Yeah, you could travel. You could leave work, travel, and then go work at a hotel, and then like
exactly.
go. You do like see Austin or like whatever during.
You don't want to see
You have
me.
so much freedom. All right.
Is your name Austin?
Yeah.
Maybe we do.
I was waiting to see.
Yeah, no.
What do you mean, see me?
I live.
Yeah,
what?
It's spoiler time. My name isn't actually Frank. It's Jesus.
That's hilarious.
Frank. It's still Frank.
Yeah, you can still call me Frank. Most people just call me Frank.
Especially with I can't call you by your government Jeebus name. They might come for you right now.
True.
I'm good. Actually, I'm not.
He's spitting facts.
You're Frank Smith.
Frank Smith.
I spit my cheek.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
an hour out of LA. Like I'm in like the bougie. Like I'm in Orange County.
Oh.
Yeah. Not like Newport, Orange County, but like I'm in a very nice part of Orange County. I'm not in like Santa Ana.
I would have figured Burbank would have been, but Burbank's kind of went to shit, hasn't it?
Yeah, I'm in what's called the South OC bubble, where we don't know what anything going on in the world is, and
That's
everyone's
fair.
privileged. Have you talked to Bloods recently, Frank?
Yeah. He's good. He's just
Yeah, I know he had some
making-
deadlines. Yeah, making his record or whatever he's doing.
They're like almost done with it. They're starting their media promotion
So
cycle.
how big is his band?
I think they're starting off again, like from the beginning. From the beginning again.
But he does other like music stuff for like work.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think he goes right.
Okay.
I think
He does something because he has a lot of like very expensive music equipment.
I think he goes rights for metal artists. I thought he was like a sound tech for a really long time. I was like, because he would like do sound tech work on the off season, right? I was like, oh, so you're a sound tech? He's like, no, I'm like a full blown artist. I'm like, oh.
Whoops.
Like you're a sound tech, right? Yeah, fucking life hit him hard, man. Couldn't get a break when he first moved out.
I need to verify my game integrity. Okay.
Yes.
Call. What did you need from me?
Open CMD with administrative privileges and run SFC scan. Just look up how to do it. That'll verify it. It's running game integrity, but on Windows. I'll probably check for updates.
You said SFC, right?
Yeah, Sam, Frank, Charlie. It's like SFC
Bravo.
/scan now or something. Spoiler, I don't know which one / is and which one / is.
/D's.
Man, dude, I wish you didn't tell me your name was Jesus. Now the whole fantasy's gone.
Okay, buddy. You would have been out on Brown eventually.
That's crazy.
I don't
Find out I'm brown.
My girlfriend's
eventually.
my girlfriend's half Mexican and half Jewish. Yeah, dude, I tested her when Elon did the whole Hitler salute. I came home and I threw change on the floor. I threw change on the floor and was like, she didn't pick it up, and I was like, interesting.
Interesting.
She's like, what? I'm like, I don't have to report you now. She's like, what? I'm like,
that's crazy.
Well,
I tested you. You didn't pick it up. What?
I don't have to report her to.
Something isn't adding up here.
Yeah, I was like, I'm questioning your Jewish heritage now. When I saw her eat bacon, I was like,
yeah, she's baking it.
yeah, I'm like, you're not really
Capping.
Jewish.
Capping on the low.
Welcome to the firing range.
alright, it's running.
Game integrity would probably take a while.
Yep, both are scanning. Oh, they didn't pull tonight? That sucks. Yikes.
We didn't pull.
My old guild.
Oh, the one with Curse and everyone?
Yeah. They're on roster boss right now despite being 4 of 8.
That sucks.
There are a lot of problems with that guild that they refuse to acknowledge, and they're gonna consistently be stuck until they figure it out. They're like the literal definition of mid-core, where they can't put enough resources into improving their worst players, and then their best players just end up leaving as soon as a better opportunity comes.
Which I think we have a good retention in my guild, like, cause like we have a lot of top end players, like very very good players.
Yeah, but I think that's a legacy, right? Like your legacy backbone is like so much stronger than any other legacy backbone I've met. Like,
Yeah, I agreed. Agreed. And like we're not like unless you like, me and Matt have talked about it, but like not a lot of people know where we're at. You know, like the only reason Peter knows where I was at is because I like was doing runs with Peter, and I'm like, hey man, like let me help you because like I'm this, you know, and I'm like XCE, like I'm currently have a top 200 parse on Vexy and like top 500 parses on a bunch of other bosses. Like you have an opportunity. I actually now have a 61. Like you have an opportunity to learn from one of the better rep paladins, so like use it and like just a few talents, and he's way better than he was. So people, but like you also have the low end players that won't take what you're talking about, and they might be getting those people also. That don't know how to look at logs or don't really want to get better.
No, because the issue with them is that like they don't understand the value of like mentally developing people. They really expect people to come in with just like the same mentality as them. And it like really shows when like you try and have a conversation about something, because like it's always very much just like, yeah, but like it's kind of always worked this way, or it's like, yeah, but like it's it's kind of on them at the end of the day. No, I'm like, if you want your community to develop, you need to invest in people.
Yes.
And like in that like this insular way that makes everyone feel like they're on the outside, right? Like I'm like very big on just being like, okay, like who needs help today? Picard's very big on, okay, who needs help today? You're very big on, okay, who needs help today, right? Like,
yeah,
it's very. I just think the mentality is just so different. And again, like the problem is they aren't good enough to retain their top talent because there's no much of a bond there at the end of the day. And like
yeah.
I don't
I'm not running
like a bunch of,
if I'm not running keys with the boys, like, you know, the boys are just gonna leave, right? Like, if I'm not like active in the guild community, like, that's what I was trying to get across Jesse. I was like, Jesse, man, you're one of the founders of this guild. I need you online. I need you like asking people to do keys. I need you just like in Discord, like, you know, doing what I do. Like, hey, I'm about to do some keys. Like, who needs their vault keys for the week? You know, like, just asking people to get on. That it makes people log on because they want to do stuff, and B, it builds up that, like, man, I'm close with this guy now. Like, I've done hours with this,
Makes you feel
weeks with
included
this
too.
guy. Yeah, exactly. And then, like, I think what we do a good job of too is bringing people that we're not necessarily going to be running for the raid, but I can build up and count on them later and build a community with them and be like, hey man, like, you're doing really well. Like, come on, let's give you a shot in the Mythic raid. You know, like, they're not main roster right now, but I work with them a little bit. I bring them on keys. I see what they're kind of capable of, like, and then all of a sudden they are in Mythic.
And it's like there's progression at every level of it, right? Like there are three really prominent examples that I can think of, right? You have the bottom end, right? You have Kakoa, right? She really tries to involve herself, and she gets rewarded for doing so, right? Really good on the bottom end. And then you have Zal, who is like, yo, I want to push this 13, I want to push this 14. Can anyone help us? We're like, oh hell yeah, let's go, right? And then there's us four, right? They're like, okay, like, yeah, we're not like the best, but like we're working like very slowly towards like progressing on things, and like today we just went out of 14 out of thin air, right? Like just be able to do those things. It's just a matter of getting the synergy done so we can get it done, right? Like, so like,
and like, what I also like to, and like I tried to get this across Jesse, I'm like, I lead by example. Like, if you don't see me near the top in our raid, or you don't see me doing the mechanics, or you don't see me online doing keys, what does that send to everybody else? It says, oh, our GM's lazy. He doesn't want to do this stuff, or he's not pushing himself. I'm the highest. I'm one of the. Chris is now the highest eye level, but I'm stuck on 2 rogue pieces permanently. But like, I've pushed my eye level.
miserable.
I've pushed my eye level so far. You know, like, look what I did. You know, when Turbo Boost happened. Like, I was like, I'm doing delves at work. Because I want people to see my item level and see that I came into that raid like prepped to shit, going like, let's do this. You know, and that trickles down. When people are doing that kind of stuff, when your leaders are doing that kind of stuff, like, everybody else does a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't know, like, I feel bad. I feel bad for Blue here because like they have a lot of good intentions. They're just not leadership material, especially after what happened this tier. I think they really just need to like find a guild that like actually has like an actual leader. And like, well, they can just chill and not think.
Or
about
they
things
separate
anymore.
the guild leader from the raid lead. That's just what some guilds need.
No, but they did that too.
Oh.
I actually recommended that to them.
That's my
like,
goal. That's my fucking end goal, dude. I want to be 21st, man. If Frank wants to be 22nd.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, no, so the thing is like, right? They have like, their core has been together for literally since Legion. I think before Legion. It might have been WoD. Anyways, yeah, I think they've been together since WoD. And so their leader, as it is like always running on time, like does all the preparation for guild raid and stuff like that. But he doesn't M+ at all. And so what ends up happening is that like he's calling and he does dumb shit and like the pull is ruined. It happens a lot. So what they had to do is shift their multiple 3300 player over to raid lead, and he's like struggling in his role because what's he good at? Playing the game.
Yeah, he's not good at raid leading. Leading and
yeah.
being good at the game are 2 different things. Like,
Yeah. And like their healing officer is really fucking good. Like at heal officer, but he's not gonna take a leadership role on. And then you have the last guy. There's like the core 4 of them, right? And then you have the last guy, right? He's just chilling, smoking weed, and just playing the game to his best of his ability, and you know just wants to take absolutely zero responsibility for what's going on. So you have one person trying their hardest to like raid lead, but he just doesn't have the time to commit to the game. You have one person who's like really good at the game, trying to take on responsibility, but he's just not built for it. You have one person who's literally perfect in the role, and you have someone who is very realistic about what they're capable of and refuses to take any responsibility. And so
Yeah.
I tried to help them for a bit, and I was like, I just want to push M plus for a season, and so I ended up here.
That's why
how that ended up
me and Matt do so well together. Like if you listen to like our raids, it's me or Matt calling, and we do redundancy calls. But like if I miss something, Matt's not gonna miss it. And if so like we have this like redundancy built in that's great. And we're not the greatest raid leader, but if you put us in 21st man role, we would be fucking calling everything. But I mean, everyone's not built for that role. I like, it sucks. Like we're a good example of it. If they spent a little bit of time in our guild, they would be like, oh man, this is what it looks like for have like decent leadership. But they do better because they just raw push because of they have a higher overall, higher overall talent.
Like even if they're like struggling at mid tier, right? It's because they'll find a lower floor. Your floor is definitely lower than their floor for sure. Well, I guess not now because they can't actually fill their floor, but you get my point here.
But eventually my floor will be higher because I will have retention of players. I'm working with the players like to do better and push everyone to higher than they've ever been, and that's gonna push things more and more every season.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking at like 3 raid tiers. Like as awful as that sounds, like maybe like 3 raid tiers, because it's definitely not next raid tier, and it probably isn't the raid tier after that, right? Like, it's probably
I think we missed an opportunity here. If we had our healing core not implode, I think we would have had a good chance at Galley this tier. But because of what happened with the healing core, like I just having to focus on that instead of good DPS players, and like not being able to keep DPS players that I was fighting because my healing players weren't up to snuff, like we would have had a good opportunity for it. But I mean, losing your fucking healing core was like losing a healing core was just not ideal. Like I lost 3 like really good healers like right off the rip of the expansion. I was just like, all right, cool. Like, and then I recruited Shakar. Yeah, I would like promote one to an officer and be like, all right, you're in charge of the healers now, and then like, oh, by the way, I gotta quit. And I'm like, all right, well, fuck. Like, I'll just go fuck myself then. Like, and then I recruited Shakar, and then like Cody came back, and like, yeah, it was just all sorts of weird. But
is Cody raid logging, by the way? I haven't seen him on.
No, Cody's done for now. He got burned out.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Which is fair. Like Matt's kind of raid logging right now, but he's still doing all the prep and stuff. So that's all that matters to me. I mean, it is what it is. He's logging on for raids. That's all I could ask for right now, and he's not going anywhere. So it's like kind of just like keep recruiting.
And it's towards the end of the season. There's not really much you can get at this point. It's like
it's keep
mid-pieces
recruiting. Get some DPS, get maybe like a 30-man roster going on for next season, and then figure out who's who next season. Who's gonna be the big dicks, you know?
All right, time to go pack.
Yep, I'm
Good night.
good luck.
Thank you.
Fuck did that piece go? What is that? H.
Kill this bastard. Ah, he hurts. Thank you.
The boss.
Come on, beast. Fucker, tank. That tank buster fucking hurts. No. Froze. Don't do that.
Rip.
I only froze for a second there, thankfully. It wasn't a full freeze. We fucking blew through this 15 or 14. We almost two chests.
Nice.
0 deaths, dude. I didn't even